What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Hang Time with Raechel. Today, we've got an awesome guest. We're hanging out with Dani Edgel. She is a CrossFitter, she's a powerlifter, and she's prepping for an upcoming powerlifting meet here in the next few weeks. So we're gonna go hang out with Dani. We're gonna talk about her life, talk about her training, and we're gonna lift with her today. I think we're squatting, guys. So let's go hang out with Dani!
Welcome to my home.
All right.
Yep, so my office, because I work remotely upstairs.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, speaking of work, Dani, what do you do for work?
I'm a senior recruiter for a SaaS company, which is software as a service, based in San Francisco. So I work remotely for them.
Cool. Do you like it?
I love it.
Sweet.
Been doing it for probably about 7 years now.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's changing anytime soon.
Yeah. All right, Dani, show me the supplements.
All right, subs cabinet is right here. We've got a post BCAAs, branched chain amino acids.
Yeah, buddy.
And it's got some beta alanine in it as well, which beta alanine is extremely beneficial for you, and helping reduce the time that your body reaches its lactic threshold. So preventing yourself from blowing up faster, basically. Protein powder always.
Staple.
And then, I would say greens and reds, creatine, another thing, and then collagen. Those are the supplements that I take. I don't like.
Nice. Do you do a pre-workout?
I do not.
All right.
I do not think, I mean, from an adrenal perspective, I just don't think that pre-workout is good for you.
Yeah.
I mean, even just too much caffeine in general. So I try to just moderate caffeine intake. I do drink coffee every day, but I try and reduce that, like, you know, before noon, basically, so that it doesn't affect my REM sleep, REM cycle, as well as I don't want to reach a point of adrenal fatigue or anything.
Yeah.
So.
Nice. Who's this?
This is Chester.
Chester.
Chestamolest. Hey, Chest.
Don't touch me, stranger. So tell me a little bit about like your athletic background. What were you doing before you started lifting? When did you start lifting?
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, it's interesting because I think that my foundation as a child, I was a competitive figure skater and a ballerina.
No way.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
But built my foundation for lower body strength 150%.
Yeah.
Because I've always had a very strong lower body because of that. And if you think about it, I mean, as a figure skater, you're basically doing a pistol squat for a long period of time as you like spin down and spin back up and change legs and all of that. So that helped a lot. And then I transitioned into real sports. I didn't want to be a ballerina anymore, and I didn't want to be a figure skater. I wanted to play basketball and run track. So then I transitioned into that.
What age is that?
I started running track in middle school.
Okay.
And basketball started right around the same time.
Okay.
And then, basically in high school, that's kind of what I did.
Yeah.
And I still lifted and ran outside of that as well.
Got it.
And then I started doing more of like the bodybuilding style thing.
Yep.
Was a general manager at a gym for about 3 years.
Okay.
And so during that time, I started doing some bodybuilding stuff. And then
Did you compete?
I did not.
Okay.
No, just wanted to build a foundation. I liked lifting.
Yep.
And then I decided I didn't like the gym anymore because it was my life. I worked in it as well.
For sure.
So I started training and running half marathons.
Okay.
I lived in Bend, Oregon.
Flip flop there.
But like it's an outdoor playground in Bend.
For sure.
So trail running was incredible. So many mountain biking trails that you could run on.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then I started CrossFit.
Gotcha.
And doing CrossFit and running half marathons, ultimately I tore my patellar tendon.
Oh no.
Yeah. And had knee surgery, and that
Was there like a moment when it happened, or was it over time?
over time.
Okay.
it was an overuse thing. I had really bad
Dang.
tendonitis for probably about a year, and I just kept grinding.
Yeah. Oh,
and paid for it.
Yeah.
Because that took me out for a year. Like I couldn't run for a year. That was in 2015.
Okay.
Yep.
Dang.
Took me probably 3 years.
Yeah.
Two years actually to actually like make my comeback.
Gotcha. I mean, well, look at you now.
I never thought it was gonna happen.
That's crazy.
That's where the power of the mind comes
Yeah.
in. So my orthopedic surgeon told me, you know, when you tear your patellar tendon, like your recovery is not guaranteed.
Yeah.
He was basically like, you're never gonna squat like you do now.
Yeah.
Like competitive CrossFit isn't going to happen. 70 pounds on my squat since then.
Yeah.
One of those times where I just let the words just graze the top of my head and not absorb.
Yeah.
That
So you've been
late time.
doing CrossFit and powerlifting kind of simultaneously throughout, or switching back and forth?
No, I just started dabbling in powerlifting 2 years ago.
Okay.
Because CrossFit made me strong AF.
Yeah.
So,
Dang.
I mean, that was really the biggest thing. I started looking at numbers and I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, I could come in and I could bench and break a state record
Yeah.
in my first powerlifting meet.
That's insane.
So that's what I did.
Holy cow. Guys, she's been powerlifting for 2 years and squatting 300 pounds, breaking records. That's incredible. That's incredible.
Well, thank you.
Very nice. So right now you're training for a powerlifting meet?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Yep, so it's a state meet in Utah on March 5th. My plan at this one, this is I think my 5th meet that I've done. I've always competed in the 67.5 kg weight class, but I always weigh in light. So
Yeah.
I would say, because you can weigh in maximum 148 pounds, I typically weigh in at about 139 in this weight class, and most people in powerlifting cut weight.
Yeah.
So I'm competing against people that typically sit at probably 155 or 160 on
Yeah.
average, cut weight to 148, and
Got
compete in
it.
that weight class. So me weighing in at 139
Yeah.
puts me at a little bit of a disadvantage. Decided that I'm just going to start cutting weight myself. So I'm dropping down to the 60 kg weight class, which is 132.2. I'm at 135 pounds now. So I've cut about 4 pounds, tracking my macros for the first time.
For the first time?
For the first
Ooh,
time.
Wow, that's exciting.
I've always been very conscientious of,
Yeah.
you know, protein intake and things
Yeah.
of that nature, but I am eating way more protein than I
Yeah.
ever have. I'm eating about 150 grams of protein
Yeah.
per day, which
That's a good
took
amount.
probably about 2 weeks for me to get used to,
Yeah.
honestly. That was crazy. And now I'm like fiending for
All
it.
the protein.
So I think I'm just gonna keep my protein intake at probably around this same amount.
150?
Yeah.
What are the other macros at? What are carbs and fats at?
Ooh, honestly, I don't really know, because of the fact I'm about to go into a calorie deficit to make sure that I can cut the final like few pounds, so I don't have to do a huge water cut. 190 grams of carbs, 60 grams of fat, 150 grams of protein.
That's a good amount.
1900 calories. After this, I will up it when I start doing CrossFit again.
Yeah.
Just because I burn way more calories when I'm doing CrossFit.
I think that's already low for you from a performance standpoint.
Oh yeah, for sure. But to be honest, so at first it was a little bit of an adjustment, and now just I'm eating predominantly whole foods.
Yeah.
And there's still so much that I'm able to, you know, ingest with that amount of calories. But yeah, I'll definitely be upping it up.
Yeah. Who's your coach?
So his name's Jonathan Busby. He is actually based out of Arkansas.
Okay.
I met him at a meet that I competed at to qualify for nationals last year. I flew out to Arkansas, competed in that meet. I flew out there alone, and it's actually kind of hard to do a powerlifting meet alone without a coach.
Okay.
Keeping track of based on the weight that you're going for in each attempt.
I see.
it's hard to keep track of all that and warm yourself up and all of those things. So he kind of took me under his wing.
Got it.
Like during that meet. And then I took him on to prep for nationals, which was in September, and brought him on again to track my macros for me for this meet and do my programming again.
Awesome. What time is it, Dani?
It's
shake time! Let's see it, make it happen.
Yeah, I'm just gonna add a banana in here and some protein powder. I try to only stick with just 1 scoop of protein powder per day and then get the rest of my protein through like food sources.
Keeps you full too.
Yep, exactly. Pretty boring here, but.
So you're tracking the macros? Are you using an app?
I am.
What are you using?
I'm using my FitnessPal.
Classic.
And then for my my programming, my coach uses TrueCoach. So just toggling back and forth between all of the apps. SugarWOD for CrossFit.
So the powerlifting meet is March what?
March 5th.
March 5th. Yep. And then so what are we shooting for number-wise with the lifts?
So the current state record for back squat in the 60 kg weight class is 303.1.
Okay.
I have to break it by 500 grams.
Okay.
Which is like a half a kilogram. So I think it comes out to like 304.2, which I've squatted 305 now 3 times.
Nice.
So I should be good to be able to hit that.
Yeah.
And then bench press right now, current state record in 60 kg class is 159.
Okay.
And my 1 rep max is 200 pounds. Just PR'd that 2 weeks ago.
Nice.
The current deadlift is 314 in this weight class. My current 1 rep max is 330, but this week is max out week.
Okay.
And last week I deadlifted 320 for 2.
Okay.
So I'm feeling a PR. I am feeling a PR. I want to break all 3 state records in this one meet, qualify for nationals, and then the plan after that will be to go for a world record after that.
Heck yeah.
Hashtag fitness goals.
Ninja.
I think I'm actually gonna add some creatine to this too.
And I'm gonna keep up with her squatting today, so stay tuned. Just kidding. First set. This is what you call the service, okay? She's making me a protein shake now so I can squat weight for weight, pound for pound, what she's squatting today. Let's see if it works. It's the creatine.
Hopefully it's delightful. It's thick with 2 C's.
Woo! Oh yeah, that's good. Here we go. All right. We're in.
We are in.
All right, we're on the way to Omnia Fitness Collective to work out. We'll be there in a second. What are we doing today?
You're squatting.
All right, so we're warming up.
Yep.
All right.
Gotta warm
Is
up
there
the
like
hammies
a
and the
typical
glutes.
squat warm up that you do?
So I'm quad dominant. So the big thing for me is warming up my hamstrings and my glutes.
Okay.
Because the quads will light up no matter what.
Yeah.
But I need the backside to light up.
Got you. So we got squats. What else do you typically do?
So Mondays are squat day. My squat programming if I do the full day, usually it takes me about 2 hours to do.
Okay.
So not all of it will happen today. I'll probably do half of it. But it's all sorts of stuff from, you know, since this is the heaviest week that I will have throughout my entire training cycle, work up to a heavy 1 rep max and then drop down to like, I think it's a 2x2 at like 90% of my 1 rep max.
Okay.
And then a few sets with some pauses in the middle, and then belt squats.
Okay.
Flame on max. I'ma keep it going till there ain't none left. Going till there ain't nothing. Keep the flame on max. I'ma keep it going till there ain't none left. Going till there ain't nothing. Keep the flame on max. I'ma keep it going till.
What's your favorite out of the 3 powerlifting lifts?
Probably bench.
Yeah.
I do like squatting, but I like bench just because it's my strongest lift in relativity to,
Gotcha.
yeah.
To the others.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. That was Raechel heavy. It's getting serious. She put the clips on. Plates, guys. All right, guys, you saw it here first. Dani squatted 3 plates. Woo! All right, what are we doing next?
Next is tempo squat. We've got 3x2 at 215, 3-second eccentric, 2-second pause in the hole, and then explosive up.
All right, we just finished up the squat session with Dani where she PR'd her squat.
And I am on a high right now.
And her meet's coming up, so get excited, stay tuned, we'll keep you posted. Dani, do you do anything for like recovery?
Stretch, sleep, sauna.
Sleep. I've heard sleep. Sleep is so key, right?
Yes. I have a Garmin watch. It tracks my body battery percentage on it. So it tells me essentially my sleep cycle, how I slept, my recovery, like if I'm super sore, things like that. And I just plan and anticipate my level of performance just based off of what my body battery percentage is, as well as just how I'm feeling overall. But sleep is crucial.
Nice. There you have it, guys. Sleep. There you have it. We just hung out with Dani Edgel today. She PR'd her back squat. She's got a powerlifting meet coming up. She's gonna be competing in CrossFit too, so stay tuned. If you wanna follow Dani on Instagram, you can follow her at
Danimal_Z_animal. There you have it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you next time.